Hi, my name's Barry. I'm a retired electrician after 40 years, and I took up quilting in retirement as a hobby. And if this is your first time here, I've been working on a John Deere quilt, and I want to touch on that a little bit. I know some people are getting tired of seeing this quilt. I got to get it finished. But I also wanted to tell you about some other things that are going on. First of all, these glasses. These are the Meta glasses I just bought, and what I like about them is that they record, and besides a whole bunch of other things, and these are actually prescriptions, so they cost me a few dollars. And this is my early Christmas present. My new sewing machine was my birthday present, but this is my early Christmas present to myself, and I justified it so that I can give you a better view of sewing when I sew on the machine. So we're going to see that in a minute here. Another thing is Friday the 21st is my 1-year anniversary. I have been quilting. I posted my first video November 21st of 2024. So in just a couple days will be 1 full year that I have been on this journey. So we'll do a recap that day. But yeah, today I want to show you how I piece my cornerstones. I made these strips. These are 12.5 unfinished strips. I got a whole bunch of them. I don't know where they're at, but I made these strips, and then these are 2.5-inch cornerstones. So when they're done, overall they're 14 inches. And I just made this whole long strip of these to go across my quilt. And then I pieced it together. So I'm going to show you that. I also want to show you this. A friend of mine here on the channel, Cynthia, was helping me earlier this year when my skill level wasn't what it is now, and it's still way far away from being anything. But we were trying to figure out how to make a applique of a coal miner. I'd seen this template other places like on Etsy, but it's been that shop has been closed for like 10 years, and I just couldn't find this template anywhere. So I was trying to recreate it. I finally was able to make a copy of the template from with AI, which is amazing. But anyways, I made 2 different sizes of these, and I'm going to reverse them. And these are appliqued, so I put stabilizer on the back of them. And I don't want to get too far ahead of me, but you know, real quick story. My grandfather was killed in the coal mines. His father was killed in the coal mines, and my other grandfather got black lung in the coal mines. So I come from a long line of coal miners. So I thought, I'm going to make a coal miner quilt. So that's what this is going to be, but that's going to be later on down the road. Hopefully next, I'm going to do the Sunbonnet Sue quilt. Finish that one up. So we're going to do the John Deere, then the Sunbonnet Sue. I'm going to see if I can fit in this coal miner quilt, and then hopefully get onto the wedding ring I've been promising to do for months and months and months. But here's the one big thing that I wanted to bring up to you is I've been thinking about also doing a sew along. I don't watch too many sew alongs, but I got to thinking. I found a place that had a bunch of, thanks to my friend, she showed me where this site was that had a bunch of free patterns. So I thought maybe I'd pick a few patterns and then let you guys vote which one we would do. And maybe we won't do a whole quilt. Maybe we'll just do a few blocks or a block. And then I would love it if you decide to do this, do that block, and then send me a photo, and then we'll post them on here or on my website or Facebook, someplace. We're going to post that and show everybody us making these blocks. So one of the ones that I thought would be interesting is I've always seen this quilt that's made look like a cowboy boot. I thought maybe that might be one. We might do something that maybe a little bit more beginner friendly. But what's your thoughts about that? like I said, we may just do a block if and it's going to be a free pattern, whatever it is, and hopefully it's a pattern where you can use any of your scrap fabrics to make something that won't be that hard. And but I think that would be a good thing starting out for the new year coming up, and maybe we're going to do it during Vlogmas, or what they call Quiltmas. I'm going to try. I'm going to try to record every day in December just for giggles of how I'm doing. Um, I'm remodeling a bathroom right now. So between this and the bathroom, I'm sort of busy, but I'm going to do it. I want to do it. But anyways, right here, let me show you how I'm piecing my cornerstones and my sashing to my quilt blocks. If you see a better way, let me know. But until then, that's what I'm gonna do. All right, here is how I make sure that my cornerstones are squared up here and even. I usually lay this strip that I made right here, and then I will fold this. Well, I get these even, make sure they're even first, and then I fold it back and I look to see if they match up, and if they do, then I clip it. These are going the same way, but I don't care. And then same thing here. We will get a clip ready. We'll lay this here. Looks good to me. And someone also mentioned about pinning or clipping up here at the top to keep that even. And I found out that's a big help getting this started, because, you know, the tendency of the weight of the fabric will pull down. So if I clip a little clip there in one, I don't really got to clip that much down here below. Get it right there. And then I can just sort of keep an eye on it as I'm feeding it. All right, let's see how we did. Let's see how these turned out. That's not too bad. Off a little. Not enough to care. All right, hope you liked that view. These aren't the best looking glasses, I don't think, but they serve a purpose. I thought, here's a little secret. I thought with these going to quilt shows, I'm always a little bit self-conscious holding the phone up and recording videos, you know, during a quilt show. I try not to catch any people, but I wanted to videotape the quilts, but I figured now I can record them with my glasses, and I got my hands free. So that's why I thought I can go to more fabric shops, quilt shops, and record and, you know, post videos, or I can do, like I said, like you just saw, some sewing videos. But that's my thought. I'm interested in hearing your thought. And remember, go out and make memories, because memories are what's most important besides your health. And I will see you later. Bye.